Am I hosting, am I?
Yeah.
I'm going then.
You were just reading a comment there where it says, is it Mike James?
Yeah.
Let's see if Robbie makes AGTs actually speak today.
Him speak
and now I make him speak and he ain't got nothing to say.
Wow. If you're going to give me the elbow and just say, anyway, we are back.
Talk.
It's great to be back, right? We got the boys. No Abby, she's still out in Germany. We're missing her. I want her back soon. Flex.
I spoke to her actually. She said it's been a lot of rain.
Yeah. When I saw his bare rain.
Nice sunny over here.
We've got Flex in his lemon t-shirt. Is that a lemon kind of colour?
Oh, it's like a lime.
Actually, opposite.
Yeah.
Citrus.
Opposite. Citrus will go.
It's more mustard.
Citrus.
Mustard, lime, like green.
I can tell the material is A1.
Bit lemony.
I can see it.
Little summer, mate. Summer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Vibrant.
And that.
You know
Robbie's got the shorts on. You can't see, but he's wearing a Boohoo Man two-piece. Shout out to the
big up Boohoo Man.
Yeah, loving it. And of course we've got Matisse as well, right in the studio. It's the weekend roundup. You guys know what to do. Smash that like button, get involved in the chat. Loads to talk about, Rob. Let's dive straight in then. England, shall we? They play their final group game tomorrow, Rob, against Slovenia. And there's been a lot said, hasn't there, by England players?
Right? First of all, last week I came on here, I defended Southgate. I said... I was saying to you guys, man, I mean, it's the first game, you know what I mean, give it a chance. I have to apologise, because last week I was of the logic that it's the first game, get the 3 points, it's all about the win, it's not really about the performance, did okay in the first half, poor in the second half. But when I saw that game the other day against Denmark,
and everybody knew was incoming. Trying to tell you that it was going to happen.
I'm like, now, all right.
Let
me settle down now, right? Now we're going to see a better performance from England. For it to be worse in both halves, this time we didn't even have a good half. For this man to even be able to make a player that I've seen play every week for Arsenal, right? Never less than a 7 out of 10. Turn him into a 3-4 out of 10 in that game in Declan Rice.
It's a one-off though with Decker's.
It was a one-off, right? But I'm just like...
First bad game I've seen him have, really.
That performance by England against Denmark was diabolical. And then I'm looking at it. You know what? The thing that made me even more mad, right? Is that I think it was the day after, 2 days after, I'm watching Austria play.
Yeah.
With Ralph Rangnick, who used to be your guy, right?
Good management.
And I'm watching the way that Austria are playing. The pressing, how dynamic they are, the way they pass the ball, the chances created, like just generally great patterns of play. And I'm looking at their players and I'm like, they ain't got a Foden, they ain't got a Saka, they ain't got a Rice. They haven't got a...
They got a Sabitzer though.
That's probably their best player. Would Sabitzer get into England's side?
Nope.
He wouldn't, would he?
Better Conor Gallagher.
He might not even make the squad.
But he wouldn't get into the starting 11, would he?
No. He wouldn't even make the squad.
And I'm looking at this and I'm like...
No, he wouldn't.
I'm like, no, it's Southgate. And I said on, we have Best of Enemies on Friday, I would actually, right, I know this is drastic.
Can you get Ralph Rangnick?
No, I would have sent out like, you know what, like in the African Cup of Nations, right? They sacked their manager like after a few games and actually went on to win the tournament, right? They actually went on to win the tournament, right? And I'd be like, I'd do a bit of a Man United thing. You know where you lot went out and scouted out loads of managers behind the manager's back. I'd go and scout out Klopp. And say, Klopp. Say, listen, would you take the job? Would you take the job from now till the end of the Euros? Just till the end of the Euros.
What? You're just asking him to just come in for like...
Just come in till the end of the Euros, man, and take the job.
Where's this come from?
Nah, man, because I want to see some good football.
Last week.
That's
what the hell?
Last week.
No, they're saying sorry and then there's doing this.
No.
This is
Hold
mad.
on a second.
Can
we just wait to see how the rest of the tournament goes with England?
No.
See if they start to play a little bit better.
Listen, I've seen the light, yeah?
No, you want to like now.
Right, you lot said it. You lot said it last week.
You've got to support the team, guys.
Listen, you lot said it to me last week, and now I've seen the light.
It's one game, Bridget.
Like, no, I've seen it.
One game.
You know, like when you find God. It's like you two last week, right? You two last week with the sort of missionaries trying to, you were preaching to me.
Bro.
And it was going over my head. And then after that game, a light just came going.
What did you think of all the pundits saying?
I have seen the light.
What did you think of all the pundits saying? What did you think of all the pundits talking about like Jude and that, and all the pundits saying, "Oh, man need to play a little bit further."
No. You know what? The thing is about it, right? Is that I still would have Jude in that position, but. And I know he's going to be mad about it. And I said to him on the stream,
I can't be asked anymore, you know. this whole thing.
Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Can't be asked.
Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Thanks for calling me Trent Alexander Gilday Trot in Best of Enemies.
That wasn't me. That was Trish's call. It was brilliant.
That's good.
The timing of it was really good.
Trent Alexander-Arnold, great player.
One of the best
Ability,
ever.
everything, fantastic. He's a right back.
So what, Rice?
Play at right back.
I believe him.
Play at right back, not in the, because there's no balance in that midfield.
Then.
No balance in the mid. Well, Walker played it. Walker was our best player in that game. You can't drop Walker. This is the thing. Stop just putting man in for the sake of it.
For the sake of it, you just said he's one of the best players you've seen.
Foden, I wouldn't have playing in the next game, right?
Trent
because
left
we
wing
need. No, on the left wing, you're bringing Gordon. We need some width. We need some pace out there. Do something. And then when I heard the man, even more, I see the light is when I heard the man chatting about, oh, we're missing
Kalvin Phillips, mate.
Nah, that.
Oh, now that was blasphemy.
That's the violation now.
Well, no, he had a big role in this England team.
Can you imagine having those options?
This isn't you. Stop it.
All those options at your disposal.
Kobe Mainu then, isn't it?
I'm done trolling now. All them options at your disposal, and you're calling for Kalvin Phillips.
Why did we bring Gordon if he ain't going to play? Then you may as well have bought Rashford.
If
you don't trust him, you should have bought Rashford.
Even Rashford
or Sterling or someone
high and wide who'll stay
run around and go the other way.
Could have bought Sterling.
Yeah, 100%.
If you don't trust these man,
exactly.
Right, then bring the man them that have been trusted for you. If you're talking about Kalvin Phillips, that means that what you're saying is I had these trusted man them that I used to be able to. Then bring those man them and play them.
Bowen's seeing the pitch before Palmer as well at the minute.
Why is Cole Palmer not getting a game?
I don't mind.
Why is he not coming on at all?
Yeah,
that's how I feel with Trent a little
I'm
bit
telling
now.
you, bro.
How's Cole Palmer not getting a game?
You know what it is? If Cole Palmer goes in and then the system and the manager, because I'm not slandering Trent, I'm not slandering Foden, I'm not slandering Kane, I'm not having none of it. For me, the manager's not good enough. I've said that from the get-go. Throw Palmer in there and then they're still not getting results. Now everyone's just going to be coming for Palmer. No, man, leave that man on the bench.
I hear you on that.
Leave that man on the bench. Same with Kobe Mainu.
I'm like,
even Walton, first tournament.
I can understand why you're saying that.
Just stay away from the shit.
I'm telling you.
I'm like,
no, you don't, because you said play him. You say
I'm defending him, but then it gets to the point where I'm like,
it's not actually Trent's fault.
Talk about
it's not Trent's
fault. There's no runners. There's no runners.
I think the Trent thing's just really easy. Like,
it's not his fault.
In this unbalanced team, said it from the start. In this unbalanced team, he just can't play. My biggest shock about the Trent thing, actually, if I'm honest, I did actually think that against well, we haven't played Slovenia yet, but I thought in our group...
That's the game.
Yeah, I know. Now this is too big. Now it's a massive game. But I actually thought Denmark, Serbia, I thought England can...
Breaking news, guys. David Ornstein. Conor Gallagher set to come in the England 11 to replace Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Even that I'm not with.
But he couldn't, because we need someone who could run around. Even when Gallagher came on the other day, I know he's not
But he ran around.
Great.
He ran
just
around.
even the angles that he's making for the ball... he didn't get it right. I'm going to make another run. I'm just going to be a bit of an... Because he's a central midfielder. Yeah. Trent in this team, that's unbalanced as it is. And even just when I was watching Trent, I'm not trying to just laugh because he's Trent, he's Liverpool. Because he's an unbelievable player. He's just not a centre midfielder. It's not natural to him, the way to show for the ball. When he's got a bit of space and time and can hit that diag, of course, he could put it on the man's toenail from flipping 45 yards, 50 yards. He can.
That's a good one, though.
Isn't it, though? He could eat easy. No, but when it came to off the ball, how to show angles and come and collect the ball off the back four, or how to pop it off someone, he was completely redundant in build-up.
I agree, but also at the same time, what are his options going forward? Who was making them runs that he likes?
100%, not just his fault.
For Liverpool, you've got Diaz on that touchline waiting to receive the ball and taking a man on. Anyone like Salah, even Gakpo or Nunes, they're always running in behind.
Midfield though is not just
in
on
my
the ball,
opinion, of course,
he was in other people's space
I'm agreeing what you're saying defensively,
hands,
but he's worth having in team because of his defensive skills. But listen, but if you played Gordon, I think if you're asking Trent, who's your three that you'd like ahead of you, he would say Gordon, Watkins and Saka. Him and Saka have got a great relationship. Saka's the only one in that three that stays high and wide, ready to give Trent the look to say, go, and I'm running. Yeah. That's what Trent needs.
England play with one
England don't play like that. England aren't even playing.
So don't play him then. Don't play him.
We just can't play him in this. That's what I'm saying. We just shoot the same way how Phil Foden shouldn't be on the left.
But it's Southgate's fault.
For me, Jude shouldn't be in the 10.
As soon as Foden was in the right half space, hits the post.
Straight away.
Immediately.
Straight away, bro. And Jude played there the whole game. Jude was knackered, by the way. Could have got hooked.
They all look knackered.
They all look knackered.
We should see changes.
He was terrible in that.
And he's trying to do too much, isn't he?
He was looking at the ref, knackered. And then As soon as Ollie Watkins came on and give an option that way, Jude went into the 8 or a little bit, you know,
balling
behind straight away.
Like Trent would have loved that if Ollie Watkins was making them piercing runs.
Yeah, exactly. Jude is a player that can do so much more. Like, he can't... If you want to play through Jude in the 10, for me, like, that's not even what he does at Real Madrid. It's a, like, get in the box thing. Let the man behind, like I said about the three midfielders. This is my point.
What three midfielder would you have?
We're trying to play him. Huh?
What would be your three-man midfield? For me,
I'll just go Foden in the 10 and just go Rice and Bellingham. It's that simple. And then Conor Gallagher can come in when you're going gets tough and it's the 70th minute and that. You need someone in there, a little engine run around.
I do worry about England, Bellingham and Rice from a passing perspective. I do want to see Walton start against Slovenia. I know it's not going to happen, but I want to see Walton or Kobe Mino start next to Rice. I want to see that against Slovenia.
We now know
we've got 4 points. Yeah, well,
and Foden can't be out there.
We've got 4 points. I don't think England can even not go through at this point. I think even if you get 4 points, you finish third, you go through, isn't it?
Yeah, they'll go through. But they don't want to be... Listen, if they come up against anybody the way they're playing, they need a massive performance tomorrow. That Slovenia game's not a win. Where it's not like what I said in the first game, just get the 3 points, blah, blah. That's like 3 points and a performance because they got booed off by the fans.
I don't know if we'll get a performance.
I can't see a performance.
But I just don't see... And you're right, it does come down to the manager.
Because you've got to start building confidence now, isn't it?
But the thing, when even Gary Neville was saying it as well in his comms after that Denmark game, he was going, okay, Gareth's always gone with his people he knows. He's gone a bit rogue with this selection now to try and fit them all in. Listen, mate, the experiment hasn't worked. Gareth Southgate came out in his interview and told us, this is an experiment we're trying, this is that, Kalvin Phillips, all that rubbish. But he's essentially admitted, like you said after even game 1, why are we trying things at the flipping tournament? But what we have seen is after 2 games where we've managed to not play great but get 4 points, no problem, fine. Listen, mate, we're going into the serious times now. You have to sacrifice some egos now because the team's unbalanced.
But do you remember all them selections for friendlies? Maguire's there, Henderson's there, and I'm Maddison. I'm like, well, Maddison's different because Maddison could have actually been in this team if he was in form. He's still
Maguire would have been if he was
But I'm like, why is Henderson in this team? Why? If now you've not taken him, you're like now you're scrambling around for options and for solutions. But this is why in the friendlies you need to pick, in my opinion, players that are playing well. Don't take Henderson's. Don't take these players because now you've got to the tournament. It would have been crazy to take him, but at the same time, it's looking like you need him. So what, you're kind of in the mess in the middle ground right now. So
we'll carry on that debate because Harry Kane and Declan Rice have both been speaking. I want to dive into that a little bit more, and then we'll quickly decide England 11 for the game, and then we're talking about the youngsters, Scotland going home, and then a bit of transfer news as well. But the first super chat, Clara Bitsy, like clockwork. Robbie being drunk at 4 a.m, demanding to see shensea made more sense than Robbie, who's been waffling ever since the Euro started.
No, we did a watch along for the Jamaica game. Big up to everybody. It was wicked, right?
4 a.m.
And Cecil said he had Shensea's. He said he's got a contact for Shensea. So get her on the watch along, man. You know what I mean? Bring her in.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean?
Did you have a few drinks?
Clara, man. Have you seen Shensea? Hey.
There's more super chats about Shensea as well. Did you have a few drinks on the stream? Bit of Ray and
So what I did is because it was Jamaica versus Mexico, I had a Ray and Nephew white rum and a tequila.
Makes sense.
So yeah,
he was going in.
I had a white rum, and when they scored, I had to drink a tequila. You know what I mean? But by the way, right, Jamaica played miles better than what I saw England play, and they're playing against Mexico, ranked 15th in the world.
Yeah, good team.
Jamaica ranked like 51st, and they played good.
No Leon Bailey.
And then you got players like Mikel Antonio balling out. Damari Gray, guys like that. And then that's what I'm saying, and I'm looking at England and stars we've got.
Yeah.
Come on.
It's mad.
And you could see Jamaica, they did go quite long in the game, but it was a tactic, and their tactic,
was good.
They got no tactics, mate. Southgate.
Tic-tacs, mate. That's what we got. Dragon says, I'm from Indonesia and I'd like to say that even my country is doing better than England in recent form. You guys have better players though. Mamo says, Robbie, the most important question of the night, did Shensea join the show? If not, did you have dreams about her?
She didn't join the show. But,
Go on, Jim.
Next show, hopefully.
Push Parga, hi team. Alex, has Robbie personally or on cam apologise for constantly interrupting you and others whenever you and the rest of the team speak? Come on, Robbie, you may be the Don, but let the others finish.
In the words of Raul, Shut up.
Shut up.
Shut up.
Two beast. Robbie, who is the Turkish lad that Arsenal are signing? Is that the left back?
Yeah.
Oh my God, this is the name you've
butchered
ruined.
it. Mind you, when I butchered it, right, I did say I need to check with Turkish, right, for the proper pronunciation of it.
Well, you still don't know what it is?
No, I don't. I'm going to check with
made
Turkish.
a Turkish player sound Italian.
I haven't seen it. Is he first? Is it a kid or something you're going to send back, or is he a proper?
Pronounce it for me. He's good at pronunciation.
Well, hang on, let me get it up. It's
Fenerbahce, left back. He's actually playing left back for Turkey. He's a good player. Looks good. So they reckon Arsenal put in a £17 million bid.
Kadioglu. But he changed it to Cagliari.
Italian.
Yeah, it sounded Italian when he said it.
What, is he coming in like to start like proper?
No, they're
interested. It's rumours.
Oh, you haven't signed him.
There's a rumour that they put a bid in of 17 million, but he's rejected.
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's looked good in the tournament so far.
Yeah.
No, not so
I
good.
I was very disappointed to not see Gullah start for Turkey. As soon as I saw he wasn't on the starting 11, I was like,
why was that?
I think he had a knock. I think he had a knock apparently.
In training, he made him train on his own though.
Is it?
Yeah,
really?
So I don't know if there's been something on, because when I did the stream on playback, they were 3-0 down, but when he came on, there was shots, there was cross balls. Like, he's so good, man. Yeah, I know, too late. Blaze says, AGT, considering how good Trent is, how about playing 9? I don't know about that. I'd go, maybe there's a place in Liverpool's team in the future where he plays in a 10, you know, at the start of a midfield. Who knows? Trent. Who knows? One day. Or right mid. I don't know. Joker Smile says, do my boys KDB and Lukaku have any chance this year?
I'll tell you what.
KDB rose for one.
Both of them did. Both of them. The other night, right, Lukaku was
a problem.
Hold up play. Everything about it, he was brilliant. He was so unlucky with the disallowed goal, but he was such a threat.
He got chief for that.
And De Bruyne stepped up. I'm always moaning, saying I want to see more from De Bruyne. He was excellent in that game.
Yeah.
And Belgium looked good. Again, poor in their first game. Right?
No, he's not there anymore.
You know what? They were poor in their first game.
Yeah, they were.
But the second game, man, you could see from the game started.
You make the changes and then you get
Tielemans' great goal. Yeah, I mean, the way they started on fire, and they're playing a good side.
But can they carry on? 1 win and 1 loss so far.
Yeah, we'll see.
Clara, would you guys start Trent at left back considering Trippier and Shaw? Do you remember, did you see Scholes' Insta? He said one of his thoughts for the next game is Trent left back and Mainu in midfield.
I don't want to see Trent defending.
If you're playing a Liverpool player in that squad,
and defending
I don't
wrong side.
Bro, I don't want to see Trent defending any winger with their shoelaces tied up on that left back position, because I'm telling you,
Gomez can,
he will get, brother. Yeah, Gomez.
With their shoelaces,
bro. If their shoelaces are tied, it's over. Like, we're not doing that.
Why are we trying to shoehorn?
Yeah,
should have brought Mitchell. I'm telling you, should have brought Mitchell. We got no Luke Shaw. We got no left-footed left back.
Training now, man.
No left-footed centre back. Should have brought Mitchell from Palace.
Speaking of what the players have said, going back onto what you said, Robbie, I mean, it was Gary Lineker, wasn't it, that came out and said England played shit, basically. Harry Kane said they have to remember what it's like to wear the England shirt. It's not easy doing our job. They've got to remember what it was like for them. They weren't successful as well, so go easy, you know. And Rice said, echoed that and said, they've been where I've sat, where our other players have sat and not done well at tournaments. Rice also went on to say, when asked about the experiment in midfield, he said half the country were calling for Trent to play in midfield. We put him there and everyone backtracks and he's not even played a full game. He said
the other half wasn't.
But he said, and again, these are his words,
said it
not mine. He said he's one of the best players I've ever seen and we need him in midfield. He can play in midfield.
He says Dale Southgate's wicked. Doesn't in his career. When you don't come on here when he says that Southgate's amazing and go, I'm listening to Deckers.
Does he say he's amazing?
He says he's been brilliant. He's done well for my career. Look what he's done.
Yeah, he has.
This, that, and the other.
He's telling
and
the
he's
truth.
a good manager.
He's telling the truth.
He's telling the truth.
He has.
He's a good manager.
He has done well in his career.
No, he's a good manager.
Well, he's a good manager. He's not a great manager.
So you don't just see it as, of course, he's just going to big up your man them who are with you. Like, he's rocking with Trent. Of course he's going to pick him up and say he needs to be
everything.
One of the best players I've ever seen.
Like, John Stone said, Harry Maguire is massively missed. Hope he's back.
He probably is, though, within that squad, because he doesn't get dropped, does he?
Maybe we should name 30 players.
Kind of true as well.
But what we can't do is, because Declan Rice said Trent should be in midfield, go, see,
even
Declan's
that's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying.
That's what he's doing.
No. Declan spoke really well in that interview. It was Gabriel Clark. And you could tell he was a bit visibly frustrated, and before he'd answer a question, he was a bit like, look, I've had enough of this.
Yeah, definitely.
Where's that interview come from? Is that post-match?
ITV.
Is that post-match?
No, it's like pre-match.
But all the players now, what we're seeing is, listen, it's always happened. The players are under it. They know the reaction back home. Even in the interviews post-game, from Walker on the pitch and stuff. You can tell he's like, listen, people expect us to come out here 3-4-0, expect Phil Foden to do what he does for Man City. We're out here representing our country. It's not easy. It was, you could feel a little bit of like, in the camp. And you know what? In the camp, they do have to think like that. Not us against them, but they do need to batten down hatches and be like, we ain't lost. We're all but through. Like, they have to do it. They can't really believe, fuck it, we are shit, mate. We can't even be. They can't do that because they're in camp, and I get that, and I need them to lock in and fix it. But essentially, they are showing the signs of cracks of like the pressures just I'm ramping up.
It does all feel
and
very.
After a performance that bad,
it does feel all very Spursy. I'll be honest. It does feel very Spursy. It does.
We're like the Spurs of
it does
of international football.
What this is it. If you guys listen, when the Premier League season's going, these are all the best players in their leagues, in their countries, in their teams. Best players. Talking about player of the years, talking about top goal scorers. You come together now as world-class players, as a lot of people would like to call them. You've got to deliver on the world stage. If that's too much pressure, then you've simply been overestimated. That's just what it is.
Yeah,
it's not easy, but there's other countries that are handling business and winning tournaments. Yeah. You guys have got more than enough quality to do that.
You know, on the Harry Kane thing, on the one hand, I understand what he says, and he's actually right when he says that, you know, all these players like Lineker and that criticising we haven't won, you know, anything since 1966, and you were playing, and you were in teams that were under the cosh as well. So on the one hand, I understand him saying that.
He's calling them hypocrites, isn't he?
Yeah,
they're not though.
But then also he's got to remember they're football pundits. Yeah. They've been paid, no doubt. When his career's over, there is no doubt in my mind that he's going to be asked to be a pundit as well, to give his opinion. And what is he going to do after he say he was, you know, in 5 years' time, right? Or, you know, he's a pundit in the studio and he watched a performance like that. What is he going to say? So come on, man. You know what I mean? You got to. I don't think you can be having a go at Lineker. What you got to do, go out there and prove the man them wrong in the next game.
You know what I really liked about Lineker? Because they threw it to him, even though he's the anchor, and he
gave his opinion.
He gave his opinion, and he goes, I hear what you guys are saying. If I'm honest, if I'm Gareth, I'm saying, Harry, I need more from you. I need more. Then he's proceeding, because he's been an elite level striker, to show, man, on the panel, listen, if I'm not getting a ball, this is what I need to be doing. This is how I need to be looking to receive the ball. This is what I need to be doing when I have the ball. Because guess what? He's been there and done it and worn a T-shirt. Taken the scrutiny off of the whole media. So on one hand, where Harry Kane's saying, well, you didn't win. Yeah, that's great, that's fine. But that puts me in a position from an ex-player perspective, to say, I've been in that position, so I can have that level of critique, because I've been lacking in X, Y, Z, so I can tell you this. Exactly. And then as a pundit, where it's my job now to observe what I'm seeing, it's not about what I did as a player. It's about me observing what I'm seeing now and using my experience as a player to portray that to as a pundit. And if I'm seeing Dross, it doesn't matter whether I went into every single tournament and got kicked out. It's what I'm seeing now.
Exactly.
So and it doesn't matter whether he won the tournament or didn't win the tournament. What he saw with Harry Kane, he said, in my opinion, Gareth is entitled to say, Harry, I think you're better than this. I need a bit more. I loved it. I think it's brilliant.
And forget about the pundits, right? They got booed off by the fans. And I've not seen any team at this tournament get booed off. And the reason why they got booed off is because they put in 2 horrible performances in a row. And the expectations are high because, like Matisse just called it, we see these guys play every week. We see how good they are.
Yeah.
So we're not coming to this tournament thinking, you know, let's just get out of the group and things like that. We're not Scotland. No disrespect to Scotland. But we're not Scotland where we're thinking, can we get outside the group? That would be like winning this.
Yeah.
The expectation is for us to go deep, deep, deep in this thing and maybe even win it with the players that we've got. And then the performances. Even if they'd have been good performances and the results were the same, we'd have said, you know what?
Been different, 100%.
It's coming together.
Yeah.
But what we're seeing, we're fearful. Because we're looking at it, we're thinking, bro, we can see this again and again and again. And but listen, tomorrow is an opportunity for them to turn a corner in this tournament.
Yeah, they've got to do it.
The opportunity to say, all right, the first 2 games, right, we're a bit disjointed. There's still a long way to go in the tournament. Let's get a win. Let's put in a good performance and show teams that we're here, we're serious. Because to get through this, as top of the group, is Switzerland next, I think it is.
Yeah. Not an easy game.
Right, that's not an easy game. We saw Switzerland last night. They played well against Germany. Right, ain't no easy game.
They knocked out France. In
France not an easy game. So they've got to start building some momentum now.
Yep.
You can't go into a possible game against Switzerland or even Germany if we got a bad result tomorrow, right? With the performances that we're playing, we'd be gone.
Forget it.
Yeah. They'd play us off the park.
But if we start to, because tournaments sometimes you get teams start badly.
Yeah. Well, that's what France will be hoping that they're going to grow into the tournament because they've been poor.
Yeah, they've been, but they could have got more mitigating circumstances. No Mbappe in the last game thing, and they have created a lot of chances.
Yeah.
Even in that last game against the Netherlands, even though they conceded quite a few, they did create a lot of chances as well. Griezmann had a couple of good runs on it.
Yeah,
did.
By the way, how good is Kante?
So mad, isn't it?
Jeez.
It's like he's just been reborn.
I've been arguing people on United View because I was just saying, because after the injury ravaged Chelsea thing, and everyone was laughing at me, and I was like, I'll take him for cheap.
That's what I said.
Listen, he's still now top draw, mate. People say it's Saudi League, this, that, and the other. He played 44 games or whatever it is, 44 games in the hottest place ever, whatever. Running around with 4 lungs because that's what he got, just doing a madness.
Yeah,
he comes back in, Tchouaméni and Camavinga, who are the future, by the way, rightly so.
Yeah.
Bench,
you man, little man, yeah? Let's sit down, yeah? Yeah? I'm going to come back in, I'm going to get man of the match in the first game, yeah? No problem.
Man of the match your second game too.
And man of the match the second game, yeah?
It is mad.
And people telling me that, this is the problem. And now listen, the financials of the deal at Man United is problems, I get that. But what I'm saying is what we do as football fans is he had one bad season where he had bare injuries. And when you look at his injury record, that's just one season. Yeah. Out of all of his seasons, then he's just gone and played 44 games.
No, do you know what? It was the last season was probably the worst, but they were building up slowly, incrementally, season on season. So I was like, nah, he's the mileage on this car is too much. He's never going to play enough games. I can't believe he's played that many games.
Bro, everyone said, I think even Chelsea, he's done, he's toasted, he's washed. Even this season,
you know what? When
you could have had him running around and flipping.
He's had a service.
Enzo Fernandez doing breeze.
He's had a service, man. It's looking good.
That's what I'm saying. The thing is with Kante, he never comes back from injuries and drops stinky performances. He will come in 1, 2, 3 games out of 10 and drop masterclasses. But he was just picking up so many injuries. You're like, it's over now. But
it's not. It's just not one bad season. He's had to recoup right off the man. A man like that who's done what he's done in his career and been as fit as he has been for so long, you can run around and lock off all kind of midfields on his ones. By the way,
I know. When you're paying him 300k, you got to see a lot of games, though.
And I'm going, I know he's been injured, but I would have him. Everyone's like, you're an idiot. This is the problem. And instead, what do? Give Casemiro 5 years. Do you think? That what's his name? Olise and that could give a man a little drop shoulder, make man drop over. Do you think he'd do that to Kante? No. You must be having a laugh, mate.
Yeah, not
Kante.
Imagine,
right? We're talking about England's midfield. That's what we could do. That Kante there.
Him and Rice together.
That's our Gallagher, innit? That's what Gallagher is.
So, Gallagher, as we know, is starting.
The French
game.
Big up Gallagher, man. No, leave him alone, man. I think Gallagher's all right.
That's our Kante, Gallagher.
He is the only one.
Abby would take him at Tottenham. She keeps saying so.
Is he good? Sorry, just quickly. The Gallagher thing.
Yeah.
Like you watch him.
What is he?
He's not crap.
No, he's not. Like, what is he?
He's
just not the Chelsea level.
He's a box-to-box midfielder. That's what he is, a box-to-box midfielder. However, I wouldn't have him in a real high possession team because I think the energy in the legs, you need to be playing transitional. I think he would suit like a Liverpool Klopp team. Even though he's not maybe good enough to start for you guys,
could he be like a Henderson?
There you go.
I think he could even be better than Henderson because I think he's got.
I think days though was scoring like decent numbers.
Yeah, but Gallagher's can do that as well. But I wouldn't build a team around him, and I wouldn't play him in a team that dominates the ball because I just think from a passing perspective, I think he's not got what you need in that kind of environment. Yeah. But he's a squad player at best.
He's good, and you need people like that. In your team
you do. He's a good player. Bring on last 10 minutes. You're winning the game 1-0. Bring him on. Get about. 100%.
Do you want to do our 11 for tomorrow night and then do super chats?
All right, 11.
Is there any chance that we just go a bit rogue and put Ramsdale in, or is it that doesn't change?
Pickford still starts.
Yeah. Walker starts. Same back four.
Same.
Exactly the same back.
See, I'm
a bit worried. The Trippier thing's getting a bit of my nerves.
I'd like to play Gomez over Trippier.
Yeah, I'd play Gomez as well, man. Trippier's done nothing, hasn't he?
You had him down to start the first game, Gomez. I remember it.
Yeah, I did. Let's go Gomez.
I'll still go Trippier. It's not like he's. I know the thing of like, but what's Gomez going to do going forward? Is he going to?
Did Trippier not pick up a knock though?
Yeah, but he's better at defending than Trippier is.
Has he not picked up a knock though?
Is he?
Yeah,
Trippier.
definitely.
Trippier's been alright. He's been flying past Trippier. He's been
defensively been alright.
It's going forward. We're saying that he keeps coming in. What do we think? Joe Gomez is not going to come in. It's the same thing.
Gomez going to do the same thing.
But I think
what's he going to do different?
This is
sure, definitely.
Trippier's better than the ball than Gomez.
Flex. This is why at Talk Social I was saying I would have played Gomez with Gurhey and Stones, and then I would have played Trent and let Trent get forward, and then you just make a back three.
So where's Walker?
Walker's not in the team.
Nah, we need cheat code at all times.
No, Walker's
England too shit. Out of possession, in possession. England too shit. That recovery, we need it.
For Trent, 60, 65.
Don't mind that, but Walker must play, bro. I'm just like the Trippier thing. He's just
maybe put Walker left back.
He's just safe in it. He's sound. He can defend better than Gomez for me. Better on the ball than Gomez as well. They're both going to cut in.
Yeah.
Free kicks and deliveries.
All right, Trippier up, same back four.
Yeah.
Midfields.
All right.
Rice.
Is this what we want? Or what we think?
This is what we want. You know, I'm gonna go. You know what? For this, let's go with your team.
All right.
Let's go with your team for this. So Rice, Bellingham, Foden.
I don't think Foden
Let's try
deserves
that.
to be in this team.
I think
But put him in his position. Put him in his position. Let's go with your team.
I'll take Bellingham out because he was tired last game. Put Walton next to Rice and put Foden in the 10.
He's definitely playing
Bellingham has to play, man.
I know he's not going to, but that's what I would do. Yeah, that's what I would do.
Bellingham has to play. One bad game.
100%.
And then
Really?
so now
one
who's
bad
left
game.
mid then? Because I'm assuming
Bringing in Gordon.
Saka and Kane, and then who else?
Bringing Gordon.
Saka, Gordon.
I'd play Gordon.
Or Eze.
Gordon
Eze
on the
wants to
left.
come to the ball as well. We need
I'll
someone.
play Gordon on the left, Joe. Gordon, Saka.
Gordon,
Play
Kane.
Gordon.
Kane out, Watkins
I'm tempted for Watkins, you know, in this
I'm
game.
actually on that.
Start the brother.
Yeah, let's see Watkins, you know.
Egos aside, start
Let's see it.
the
I agree.
brother.
Although, after that clapback, this would be terrible timing.
I still start Kane because he's clinical. Yeah, he had the one chance in that game.
Good finisher as well.
He had a chance in that game, didn't he?
Yeah.
I mean, didn't score it, did he? You know what I mean? That's what I mean.
He didn't get a chance.
Right?
Kane in the first game, Robbie, Kane in the first game, did he not have the header?
from the goal.
He had the header, right?
Yeah, the
From
header,
Bowen
but he's
cross.
more clinical, man.
I know
Let's
he
be
is,
real.
I know he is.
That's why I got
Harry Kane, let's
you.
not-
You got to start.
I know he is.
Harry Kane.
I'm just
You gotta
saying,
start
for
Kane.
this game, if you want some movement, just fresh legs.
Nah, I'll start Kane.
Okay.
All right. Well, listen, there's over
Your
5,000
main
of you watching.
guy, he's got.
All right,
So we're settled on the team?
Yeah.
Yeah? Happy with that?
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
it's not going to happen.
No,
It's not going to happen.
doesn't
so
matter what we
doesn't
do.
matter.
Over 5,000 of you watching, and we're not even at 500 likes, Robbie.
Come on,
Get the
peeps.
likes up, mate. Get the likes up.
Get a like.
Here's a comment you like. Jargo19 says, Robbie, can you post a link to your outfit?
Oh, if you know, if you go over onto AFTV, we just did the Bias Premier League show. It's sponsored by Boohoo, man, and actually have a link there where you get an additional 10% off. So,
Jeez.
and it's like a short set, and they got some wicked
Do you
stuff.
want to stand up, give us a little...
Yeah, what's the
Little
thing?
12?
Some fashion show. Yo, bro, I don't
Take
do.
Batman for some
Yeah,
place.
I mean, exactly, puppy
Some
show.
red water. Yo,
Yeah,
cat water, eat it. Yo.
We're getting up and twirling from next man. You know what I mean? What kind of
Twerking for Klopp a minute ago, mate.
I weren't twerking for Klopp. I said, bring him in.
Yo, take Batman for catwalk. You know.
Man, twerking.
Nah, listen, links
Be
there.
yourself
if you
here. We're
need
there
it.
twerking together.
Matthew Williams. Hey, guys, listening from Australia.
Send for
Hi,
the
line,
thing,
mate. Do you guys think Portugal are better with Ronaldo starting or being on the bench? I've had this debate a lot as well.
Starting.
Personally, I'd like to see Jota up front one game.
See, that's come on.
No,
Ronaldo
one.
assists, man. Just put it on a
Ronaldo assists, and he could have been greedy in that.
Brother.
Assist.
I know.
And in the first game, they didn't like doing anything. Ronaldo hit the post.
The way
from the header.
I would play it is
I'd play Jota,
I'd
bro.
start Jota and I'd bring Ronaldo on with 20 minutes to go when the legs
Get you
are
the win.
Jota
tiring.
on the wing, man.
Start Ronaldo, man. Ronaldo's
Neto.
played all right.
Yeah, he's been alright.
Leao's
He's been alright.
been
And he's
stinking
such
out the
a
gaff, mate.
talismanic figure.
I get it, but
Even him in the tunnel before the
I
game
think-
when you're
I think-
walking out, strikes.
I think
it does
stretching
strike
if they stretch
something
the
into other
defenses a
teams.
bit more, I
Ronaldo.
think if they stretch the defense a bit more, give someone to.
Yeah, but they got Leao, they got Neto, all these men that can stretch. and then later on, you can bring. He don't even start for Liverpool. You bring him on.
Nah,
there.
he's been injured. He's been injured.
Yeah, he has got injured.
No, but when
He
he's
would
a
start for
Liverpool,
He's
Liverpool.
our most
He
clinical
would start.
Yeah, but where's the
footballer.
most
He don't start. It's mad.
in all the years gone, right? He doesn't really start.
Is he in your best team?
He's that impact guy, isn't he?
So debatable.
Maybe in the nine
So
now.
debatable.
When you say he's
bro.
always been an impact player, really, in his career at Liverpool.
We were talking about this on the Big Six yesterday. We said, I hope he doesn't look back at his career and go, I should have like 300 more games.
He should.
though.
He should.
Really?
You should.
But I can't lie, his record, his ratio.
He's unreal. But you can't. If you Jota instead of Ronaldo.
But I was at the Brentford game when he got that nasty injury. He'd just come back and then got a nasty. Remember when that kid landed on him at Brentford and he's
Ronaldo's 39. Do you think Ronaldo's going to be starting for Portugal at 41 in the World Cup?
Probably.
Yes.
That's wild, isn't it? That's wild.
Yes.
Fair play.
Hope he
Him
does.
and Messi will be there, man. Unless they're injured, they're gonna.
I really do hope he does.
Messi's a bit younger.
I want to keep seeing it.
Okay, but this has got to be the last Euros.
Yeah,
Man's not going to turn up at 43 and start up front.
No.
Just as a player over in the Middle East.
Pepe's 41, mate.
That's what I'm saying.
He's a
Pepe's
centre-back.
41.
Mate, Ronaldo, mate. He's still... The thing is about Ronaldo is, obviously, he might be a bit surplus to the running and that. He's still probably the most deadliest finisher in the game. Still,
he's still demanding the ball. You see when he plays, man. You know what makes me laugh, right? Ronaldo, if you don't pass him that ball, man, you see...
No, when you're big man, pass the ball to big man. I don't care.
Not if you're in a better position. No, if someone else is in a better position.
Yeah, that's why I gave it to Bruno for the tap-in. He's not selfish.
But
he could have banged that himself.
That's where Bruno's learned it all.
Learn off the big man.
Yeah, what?
Big
the big
man
baby,
player.
more like.
Give big man the ball. Are you mad?
Give big baby the ball. He's a sausage.
Ronaldo. More super chat.
Yeah, Jamie W. Gallagher starting ahead of Trent per Ornstein. Yeah, we said that. Mark T says, what did I say about Southgate? I don't know. What did you say? He's got no clue. Players need time to gel, but you find a way as a manager to get them to work as a team. CRZ says Kane will never be a pundit, not being funny or rude. Nobody will understand what he says, which is quite important in front of the camera.
Well, Rooney's a pundit.
That's true.
So I'm sure Kane will be a pundit.
Yeah. Do you know what? Actually,
neither of them are great speakers.
When I listened back to Kane's interview, I actually thought his speaking and his intonation, you know, when he's like dealing with difficult answers, he actually is becoming a lot more.
Yeah.
It's like Beckham. Do you remember Beckham at the start? He was awful, and then you grew
these guys get media training.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, they do.
Clara says thoughts about several clubs bailing each other out for FFP. My club just signed a player from Villa for 90 mil, who just signed for Villa last year for 600k.
Yeah, Matisse,
and was on £800 a week.
Yeah.
Stop. What are you doing again?
PSR.
Again. Chelsea with their dodgy dealings, man.
PSR.
Don't give me loopholes.
I'm not proud of it, man.
Chelsea with their dodgy dealings. Again, loopholes.
19 million for this guy is crazy. It's crazy.
Who is he?
I don't know. I don't know who he is.
Got bare man like this.
First time I've heard of him. He's
He's
played like 500 minutes max, I think.
He's on 8 bills a week.
Huh? I don't know how much he's making. What's his wage?
That's like EMA.
What's his wage?
He was on £800 a week.
Oh, he was. He was. He signed from Derby. He signed from Derby County for 725 grand. And now he's worth 19 million.
What are you up to, man?
It's PSR. So basically, so let me explain it. So it's not illegal, but I don't like it. So it's Aston Villa buying Maatsen for 37 million, which is a little bit above market value. Yeah. And then that's pure profit for us. Goes straight onto the books.
Maatsen come through
30th of June. Yeah.
Academy player,
he did. Yeah. Then you've got us giving them the favour now, returning the favour because they have PSR problems. Douglas Luiz and all that. We give them 19 million for Kelly, man. 19 million for Kelly Man. I call him Kelly Mandem. You know what I'm saying? 19 million pure profit. And then obviously everyone's going to amortise the 5 years for the two players on their side. Bro. So you're just moving the money about. You know what I mean?
To be honest, it's all mad. It's a football problem.
It's a football.
Both owners, where are they from? They're both two Americans, right? So the two brethren. It's wrong, man.
It's down to
favours.
It's down to the Premier League to not make it so where you can profit so much off of selling your academy graduates. You should really be trying to integrate them. You should be encouraging them to make it, not putting them in nasty deals where neither team really needs the player or wants the player. Yeah. So yeah, they need to fix that because it's not great.
People in the chat saying Machine Gun Kelly, MGK 20 mil. Sai says Southgate at least deserves credit for bringing the camp together and getting rid of the rivalry element they had 10 or 15 years ago.
True.
Yeah. That's fine, but
now's the time. He's been around for a while now.
Yeah, that doesn't win you a trophy. PM says it's not Switzerland if England go through first. It will be Austria. Can we check that? Ranić Ball reigns supreme, and English fans will eat their words.
Even if it's Austria, man. When I saw the way they played the other night, that will be be just as tough.
You guys see Olise is going Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Hosselu's going Qatar.
Matisse messaged me like a whole day. When it was, you see when it was because United and thing were in from a bit, but I knew we wouldn't get. It's not our priority.
I knew we'd get him over you.
Yeah,
I didn't see Bayern Munich coming.
We weren't pushing like that.
I didn't see Bayern Munich coming.
I literally quote tweeted. I was like, no problem not getting Olise. It's literally not a priority for us. We can't afford to spend 67 million on a right winger right now. Squad smasher. Hear him. That sounds like a hold that to me. Yeah, you see
but it's also a hold that to you.
You see when Bayern come through.
Where's your pool, bro?
I just go through his little thing, scroll down, say, let me find this little boy. Just thing now. Quote retweet when he said hold that. Just put the sunglasses. Listen, Fairs. Hold that. Big Bayern Munich, come take it.
I didn't see them coming. Where did they come from? Seriously.
Vincent Kompany.
You know what
I mean? Where did they come from?
Manager has more pool than.
No, they got Champions League football. That's what it is. Of course, he's got more. Of course, they got more pool. We're in Conference League. We're in Conference League.
Looking at Southgate's comments, it seems like unless the stars align, England can't play well. Foden needs this. Kane needs that. It's also passive, says Alex. Joe says, you lot are hypocrites, not just the TV pundits. You're saying Switzerland wouldn't be an easy game, but Serbia and Denmark should be. Incredible.
Yeah, but Switzerland have shown they're a very good side.
And Bolo, baller, mate.
Serbia have not done well.
Jordan Shaqiri, you've seen, he's scored like 6 tournaments in a row.
And I did say actually
Switzerland
before.
are much better in tournaments than Serbia.
I did actually say in the preview that Serbia would give England problems. I thought Serbia have been very disappointing in this tournament. Another team have got very good players. Milinkovic, Savic, Vlahovic, Mitrovic. They've been so bad. Yeah, they've been poor.
Yeah.
You know.
Brian says, AGT, did you see Darwin last night at Copa? I did.
Scored, didn't he?
9 goals in 6 games and an assist. Got the new trim. Gave the number 9 to Suarez. He was like, you're the OG. Took the number 19. In his presser after, he said something along the lines of, if I make 5 mistakes, if I make 10 mistakes, it's okay because I'm going to try 11 times. And I was like, that attitude, him going away to Uruguay, he always come back quite refreshed with.
Are you keeping him?
Is he clinical, man?
No.
Clinical?
What?
Are you keeping him?
Yeah, obviously, man.
Because there was
clinical.
a lot of
9 goals in Wales, he's clinical.
What? Yeah, he's
remember
his country.
There was a lot
I'm
of
saying,
talk.
so he's up to the man to get the best out of him. He's proven he can do it.
Wasn't there a lot of talk at the end of the season that he might leave? He's like he didn't clap Klopp.
They can't afford to let him go. They're going to make a massive loss.
Remember all that?
Yeah, we can't.
He didn't clap Klopp. And I remember you was even angry.
No, because on the same night, he's like, there's videos of him dancing and hugging Klopp. So I don't.
He took all his. Didn't he take all the Liverpool stuff?
Yeah, he did that at Benfica as well. You know.
Yeah, he took all that. That was when he was leaving.
And that's poor mentality. No, I never said leave, bro. Never.
No, hold on. But he took all the stuff of Liverpool stuff off of his thing.
Yeah.
And you said you thought that was an indication he might be leaving because he did it at Benfica.
Well, he's definitely staying.
Yeah, do you have a problem with him?
We can't afford to. No, I want him to stay. I want him to explode this season. And seeing him in Copa kind of makes me think, if you're knocking around with Luis Suarez every day, listen, not a great role model as a person, I'll be honest, but as a footballer, someone that's been at Liverpool, arm around your shoulder, keep going. I wanted to leave. Gerrard had a word. He said, don't go Arsenal, wait a year and you go Barca. So if he does want to end up at a Real or Barca, he's got to really give us what we've paid for this season now. And I want 30 goals in all comps. I'm saying it right now. 30 goals this season.
That boy ain't going to Real Madrid, I can tell you that for free.
I was going to say, which big
just left.
He go?
Well, you know, South American players, they love eventually playing at one of them.
He can love to go there, but...
well, they might not have
Atletico Madrid.
Yeah. He could do a Morale.
Simeone. That sounds much more making more sense.
Atletico, because I always say he reminds me so much, right, of Diego Forlan.
He's Uruguayan.
Nunes.
Yeah, a little bit.
I don't think he's as good a shooter.
He's got the qualities,
bro.
man,
Some of his goals the last season.
I know.
Remember Forlan? He weren't clinical as well.
Forlan was better for me.
But Forlan was the same minute.
He
didn't have a great time at United.
But let's both admit, Forlan started off quite slow and got better. 2010 World Cup was his peak, right? Forlan.
Yeah.
He was what, like 30
He was better
then?
when he wasn't at United.
That's what I'm saying. So let Nunes grow. He's just turned 25 today. People writing him off on that. Let's go. Other topics to talk about. Youngsters' impression.
No.
You don't have to make a...
No.
Send her at the end, bro. You're a big Robbie.
No, I see people in the chat are still going on about shensea.
All of that. Youngsters impressing on the big stage. We saw, again, the other night, Lamine Yamal, not Jerry... What did you call him?
I think I said Jamal. But he's...
Jamal Lamy or something.
He's wicked.
Ridiculous.
16.
Did you see the print? Did you see the King of Spain in the change room after? And he went round. Yes, big up, big up, big up. Got to Lamine and went, big up. How old are you again? He said 16. He went, Dios mío. Like, oh my God.
It's stupid that he's 16 and doing that. Like, we look at some of the young players who have come through. So you say, when Cesc was coming through at that age, how good was he? Or when Rooney was, making big men look silly. Torres, like, it's happened. I'm not saying like young player, but in this day and age, to do what he's doing at that stage, 16. You know, like at 16, how your body just has nowhere near finished growing as a person.
He's doing his homework.
He's got braces.
You know what I mean? You're trying to just figure this thing called life out as an adolescent, as a teenager. Going through that transition with that on your back and like just playing like
the pressure.
Yo, Flex, is it me? Is there more of a batch of these very, very young players at the moment that are actually...
Football seems like it's insane.
Yeah, that Gula the other day. What's he? He's 18.
Yeah. And then you've got Musiala's,
Musiala.
Jude's been one of them for the last 4 years.
Yeah, he's same thing.
It feels like he's been around for ages.
Yeah.
21.
Yeah.
20.
You've got
20.
4 years ago in lockdown, he's playing for Birmingham against Rooney in midfield for Derby County, mate.
Is that Nico Williams? Is what? He's 18.
Yeah.
He's 21.
Oh, is he? Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
He's very good.
Like, honestly, like, was
21,
it Zaire Emery?
France.
He's what, 17?
Florian Wirtz, Germany.
Wirtz.
How old is Xavi Simons?
18, I think.
No, I think
19.
19.
Yeah.
What about his goal the other night that was never a goal?
Good finish.
I think that goal should have stood, you know. The ball gone past the keeper before he'd even had a second to blink.
Which goal?
Xavi Simons.
Oh, yeah. There's been some questionable disallowed goals.
Guess who was in charge? Anthony Taylor and Stuart Atwell.
You know, actually, we did the stream for that. I actually thought it was the right decision. Because, you know, I know like Alan Shearer that was saying, oh, look, he can't dive. He wouldn't have got it anyway. That's not the point. Right?
If you're there.
The man's blocking it, man.
He's put off from diving because the man's right there. I do think he's right to disallow
Before
the
he's
goal.
even thought about diving, it's already smashed in the back of the net. It's like, there's no way he would have even got to it.
Yeah. Simmons 21, by the way, they're saying.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still young.
Starboy. Yeah, still
Well,
very
like
young. We're going on like... They're going on
starting to be like that. I mean,
it's crazy because if they're not a teenager, no, they're old.
Jamal Musiala's obviously been brilliant this tournament and just brilliant in general.
He's just cold.
We've known about him. What's he, 18?
No, 21.
No, he's
21 as well. Right, let's go to Scotland. First of all, just on Scotland, some really good news this morning was that Alan Hansen is now successfully out of hospital.
Oh, that's great.
that's good.
Right, he's come through the other side. Souness said on the radio, I know he was back to his normal self because all he did was take the piss out of me. So yeah, big up to Alan Hansen.
That's fantastic
Absolute
news.
legend, and he's on the road to recovery. But yeah, Scotland, they've never gotten past the group stage in their history. Finished bottom of the group with 1 point after losing very harshly. If you actually look at the timing of the goal, it's 20 seconds to
What
go.
a dramatic finish.
I mean, let's talk about Scotland after, but first...
Should have had a penalty, though.
They should have, and we'll talk about that. But obviously, Varga, the player who went down, luckily, he's had surgery. It's a fractured cheekbone.
I didn't see it. I saw the reaction after online.
I mean, Robbie and I were sat here in this room when Ericsson went down, and we saw the sheet go around, and you're thinking, what are we seeing here? But Szoboszlai, again, he's a Liverpool player, but the way because you know it's dangerous when the players are going like that.
They get on there quick.
And they were taking too long. And he sprinted over to the stretcher and like ran over to them. And yeah, great to see that he's going to be all right, man.
Good.
So yeah, that was a horrible moment. And Szoboszlai wore his shirt at the end of the game. But yeah, Scotland, it's not looking good, mate. Again.
Gone, isn't it? Yeah,
it's over.
Yeah, it's over. Yeah,
It's not looking.
Just didn't.
It's not looking at all.
Not.
There's no looking at all.
Listen,
They tried. They huffed and they puffed.
They played it. Listen, the one thing I give them credit for, the first game they were absolutely diabolical. They improved in the next 2 games.
They did.
But let's be real. You know, the harsh reality is they just don't have the quality. They're just not good enough.
Hanley's still playing.
Right? Nobody. If you actually look, if you actually look at that group before the tournament started, which we did, innit? Remember, I said, what did I say? I said they'll finish bottom. I got Hungary. Remember, Hungary beat England 4-0.
Yeah.
Hungary got a half decent team. There,
And even that game last night was competitive. It was competitive. They nearly nicked it.
Yeah, Hungary had a few chances even before they scored that goal, right? And you know, they're not going to beat Germany, are they? No. They're not in the same league as Germany. They're not going to beat Switzerland. So, come on. I mean, I know we'd all love to see them get through the group, but if they got through the group, it was a bit of a shock.
Yeah, it would have been a massive shock.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean,
it all depends on who
they tried. They tried. They did well to get there. They did well to get there. They tried, build on it and try and see if you can get to the World Cup. You know, but for people, I mean, I saw like, you know, some people were saying, oh, because I was listening to yesterday on Sky, right? And they were saying, yeah, the Tartan army are here and they're mad. And I'm thinking, bro, you see how many Hungarians are there? Hungary's right next door to Germany. They're going to bring the same amount of fans. It's not going to be a fan thing that's going to get you over the line. Tartan army, The Tartan Army are brilliant, but bro, the Hungarians going to be so as passionate. They're going to bring the same amount of fans. There's going to be, you know what I mean? It's not going to be like, you know, a home game.
It's not Hampden Park.
Yeah. It's like Hampden Park. Right, so that's not going to be the thing that's going to make the difference. It's going to be on the pitch. And at the end of the day, they don't have a Sobloslai and players like this. They don't have players of that quality.
Sorry?
Sobby.
Slobloslai, you just said. We're going to ask you in the chat now, we're going to put a poll out. Was that a penalty? Right?
That was a penalty,
the table.
That was.
Because I'm undecided. Because if you watch the slow-mo, he does throw himself into it.
He's like he wants to initiate the challenge, the contact. Yeah.
But we see those, innit? You know, like he's sort of... The guy's ran a bit the back of him, man. And sort of bundles him over.
It's clumsy, but I don't know. It just looks like he's trying to initiate the. I don't know. I can see.
Put it this way, it's subjective. It's not like clear cut.
No, it's not a howler.
It's not clear cut.
Steve Clark said, I don't know how it wasn't a pen. The VAR is Argentinian. He probably doesn't even speak the language. A load of rubbish.
No, that's
just because he's vexed, isn't it?
Yeah,
but they speak Spanish. Like, does he even know what language they speak?
I thought them Scottish fans loved the Argentinians after
McAllister
dumping England out of the tournaments.
They love Maradona, innit? Because of 86.
So, now for him to be having a go at Argentina.
Diego Maradona. But was it a penalty? Yes or no? Yes or no? It's tough.
It's borderline.
Yeah, I'm like, whatever. Like, if it's not cool,
that's where it's interpretation. It's literally
subjective.
You know what? It's football, and I want to see goals scored. I'll say yeah.
All right, good man.
I would have liked a goal, of course, but it's interpretation.
I want Scotland to go for. I like Scotland.
You can't please everybody every single time.
I'm quarter Scottish.
Yeah, I do.
My nan's Scottish.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I wanted them to go through.
I wanted a pen.
I thought.
Listen, if it happens to
you see those
Saka running through on goal in the Prem, trust me, you're saying that's a pen, mate.
Yeah, remind me a bit like some of the ones Saka should have had this season, like against Bayern. Yeah. Right, but no, I thought it was a pen.
Yeah. Super chat from Ronnie. Flex thoughts on Ruud possibly joining the coaching team.
Ruud van Nistelrooy's turned down a chance to join Burnley as the head coach. And
really?
He's going to become Erik ten Hag's assistant manager, mate.
No way.
Really?
Is
Mitchell van der Gaag. Yeah, Mitchell van der Gaag, who's Ten Hag's guy. Yeah.
So do you think he's calculated that he could send
also, we spoke about this in the morning show. Exactly that. There's different ways. It's like Ineos are shaking things up. You know, he's negotiating this new contract, but it has to look different. You're going from manager to head coach. You know, the transfer veto that you had written into your contract from before. We're going to look at that. Mitchell van der Gaag is his guy. It's his guy from Ajax. He brought him with him. They're saying, we're bringing in Ruud. But I'm like,
does that
Ruud
work,
van Nistelrooy is like, he's not like so far removed from Erik ten Hag. He's Dutch. He kind of, it's it's not like a whole culture shock. So it can work. Because I was like, Ruud van Nistelrooy can't go. Yeah, PSV for 1 year. He done well. Finished second.
Arne Slot took over.
Didn't he? Won the cup. And then obviously he said he left because he's like, I don't think I can get him back. Very rare. But then they went on to win the league and stuff after. Yeah. So
who's the manager
Ruud
for
wasn't
that?
doing a good.
Arne Slot.
There you go.
I just think as a Dutch manager ever won the Premier League?
No. Not one. Hiddink.
No,
where's he
from?
He
didn't win it.
Oh no, he didn't win it. No.
He won the FA Cup.
Yeah. Nah.
Not in my lifetime.
No.
Interesting. It just came to me. Yeah. It just came to me as a Dutch manager.
I mean, since
Ranieri,
you can reel them off since Premier League
Italian.
Kenny
I don't know about First Division, but Premier League.
No, not Premier League, no chance.
No.
But yeah, Ruud van Nistelrooy's coming back in apparently to. Fabrizio Romano has called it early, and yes.
I wonder what Ty thinks of that.
Interesting. Ruud van cheat himself. You're gonna see him next year. Ty, you're gonna see Ruud at the Emirates next year.
Oh, he's coming.
Yeah. So I hope you have that same energy for Ruud. One of the greatest ever. Not Ruud van cheat himself. Ruud van Nistelrooy.
Absolutely, Flex. I can't even say my word. I would agree with you. He's one of the greatest cheats the Premier League has seen.
And I want another guard of honour when he comes to not Mold Trafford. When he comes to the Emirates, I want to see you clapping him. Yeah, you're always there in the buses when the players and the coach staff get there. I want to see you clap Ruud.
Of course, I'm happy to clap any cheats anytime.
What?
It's so mad.
you know what's going to happen, yeah? When you get to the Emirates route, just walk in with your curtains because you still got the curtains.
Did you hear what I heard?
Yeah?
That's what I heard.
Did you hear what I heard? Because what I heard was
I was like, yo, I'm thinking to myself, Titan Badman now.
What, man?
Yo.
Jeez, this is all mad. By the way, obviously that was a mistake. Arne Slot was at PS at not at Feyenoord, was he? Jesus Christ! Of course, the Don thinks it's a pen, just like Saka does. SMH.
I thought it was a pen, but listen, I understand it's subjective. It's not nailed on, is it?
Ty is a superstar, mate. Honestly, what a guy. Right, score predictions then for tomorrow before we call it a day.
I need to see. Slovenia have played alright in this thing as well, you know.
Their kit's alright as well, you know.
3-1 England. What? No, hold on. But I'm saying that what I want to see.
Yeah, do you believe it though?
It won't be that.
It'd be like a 2-1. Be a bit more open the game because Slovenia got to go for it. 2-1.
Slovenia are definitely the worst.
The Bravka in goal, isn't it?
They won't be as cagey though, Flex, because they got to go for it.
It's going to be what we just saw. It could even be a draw, mate.
Wow.
Oh my God.
I'm going to
go nick it 1-0.
I'm going to go with an England win. I'm going to listen to the players, back the team, support.
Watch you on Monday.
2-1 win. Nick it.
Yeah, because even that's not great. You're just saying we'll get it.
Oh yeah, I did say before.
Nick it's not good.
We're not, it doesn't feel like we're going to beat these comfortably.
But nicking it is this. Yeah. Look what he's
That's what we did against Serbia. That's what we did against Serbia. We nicked it.
But you know what? It's every time England take the lead, they start playing like crap.
Yeah.
If Klopp was manager tomorrow, Robbie, what would the score be?
3-0.
That's mad, isn't it?
I don't know if he's got enough time to put his principles across. It's literally game tomorrow.
No time.
He would have enough time to get his principles across.
That team talk alone, I'm telling you.
That
team talk alone. Those players in the team.
That team talk alone.
With those players in the team, I'm swear,
He's putting Trent back at right back, that's for sure. He's putting Trent back at right back. Gomez is going left back probably as well. That's two positions done.
Liverpool man in.
Yeah.
Get Hendo back. Yeah.
A national job, because he wants a little rest. A national job might suit him.
No, but he's had.
But he wants a rest for the season coming up. He don't want to come into.
Have
you seen him on Instagram? He's going to Taylor Swift concerts and all sorts. He's not interested in
management. You see him on Instagram. You know, like when a dad gets Insta for the first time.
That's literally what it is. Yeah.
The energy is unreal. I love it, mate.
It's literally what it is.
He just keeps it real. One more super chat. Sir RZ says, is Ruud going to play 9 as Xerxes prefers Milan? Would you still have Ruud up front if he said, go on, just chuck me on?
100%, mate. Better than all of these so-called world-class players now, isn't he? Ridiculous.
Jeez. Mr.
Man can't finish a chance. We still say Ronaldo's the best finisher, mate. Where's all the next ones coming up?
Yeah, it's true. Morning, fam, guys. How far will England go this tourney?
Depends who they get. If they were to mess up the Slovenia game and get Germany, they'll be out against Germany in knockouts.
Or if they win, they get Austria or Switzerland.
If they got Switzerland, they'll
That's
get.
a tough game, though, mate. Seriously.
They can get through against those teams.
Yeah, you'd hope they get through against Switzerland.
The thing is, as well, you know what? Here's the thing about England, the way they play. Yeah, when they get into them like knockout stages, that start can sometimes get you through.
Yeah,
because it's just a low-scoring, boring thing. One chance, Harry Kane nicks a little goal or goes pens, or you know what I mean. So remember, that's what starts happening. It's not.
Did it last year?
It's not as open later on, is it? So then So
there you go. Hoping to maybe get Kimmich, knowing that there's a year left on his deal.
I've seen those rumours. I was speaking about it today on my transfer show. And that rumour, by the way, is no clear link. It's just basically, according to this journalist over in Germany, that he said he's like listed a load of clubs he'd go to, all the biggest clubs around.
I could do that.
Yeah, but I think he'll probably stay at Bayern because he's 29 now as well, and they're going to want so much money. Still a class player though.
Yeah,
still class.
Very good. Cool. We'll be back tomorrow. Who's on the stream tomorrow? It's not me tomorrow. Who is it?
You're not here tomorrow. I'm on it.
Yeah, you're on.
I'm
here. Laurie,
Ty's there.
KG,
Laurie's there.
X.
Probably. Yeah. Listen, if you haven't been on any, come to any of England streams, they are absolutely brilliant.
Especially when Ty's on there, man. Honestly.
Ty is a legend of all streams, man.
Thank you very much.
He's a legend of all streams. We're thinking on AFTV of revoking his season ticket for all games, right? So we could get him in the studio every game.
For that. He's not
but he wouldn't stand.
Ty, what would it take? What would it take for you to not go games and do watch-alongs?
You couldn't pay him.
How much? You couldn't pay him.
There'd be no money.
You couldn't pay him.
No, I tell you,
£50 million.
Watch-alongs with Arsene Wenger.
You couldn't pay him.
Oh,
that might
and more pay.
Ty, would you give up your season ticket to do watch-alongs with Arsene Wenger though?
plus cash. Oh, he's back. He's coming back.
You can sit next to the greatest manager ever
Wenger and watch the game.
and watch the game.
And you get 5 mil for the season, Ty.
Thank you very much, by the way, for all the kind comments. I think I'm legendarily lucky. No.
5 mil?
Sit with Wenger, sit next to him, go through the game.
Someone give you £1 million and said watch-alongs for the season, no games.
Oh, you'd do that.
No, he wouldn't, bro. He wouldn't.
He couldn't. Just going is just incredible.
Yeah, he couldn't.
Where can you see somebody like Martin Keown smash up with Van Nistelrooy in the picture? So
it's not the same on TV, is it, Ty?
It's not the same.
It's 2 million.
No, I couldn't.
I already offered him 5. He said no.
I couldn't.
10.
It will be tempted.
Where could you see 8 goals going at Old Trafford?
Where could you see us win the league? Old Trafford.
What about the guy for Robin Van Persie? What about that time when you had to clap him? Did you clap him?
No, I wasn't there, fortunately.
Fair weather, mate.
On your terms then?
No.
Jeez.
I was at the game, but I came in late purposely.
Okay, fair.
No, listen, it would be incredible, and it's kind of as well. I just can't, because going is just like, I was going to say meat and drink, but I don't eat meat anymore. It's like food and drink for me. Going is incredible. There's nothing like going for me. The atmosphere.
Even when you lose?
Absolutely.
Of course, man.
Because I always say to Robbie, obviously, nobody likes losing. Seeing my team in any shape or form, any age group, is always an education for me.
Yeah. He don't play, man. He goes to women's games. He goes to the women's games, every game, youth games, all games.
He's going to get an MBE for services.
Hey, yo, you know what? That's a shout, you know. That's a shout. Keir Starmer if you come in, or Rishi Sunak if you win, or whoever wins, right? We want an MBE for Ty for his services to football.
Content.
Yeah?
Or services
the man
to
goes to watch... His dedication that he's shown throughout the years in watching under 16 games, under 21, under 18s, women's games, women's under 21s, women's under 18s, and for following the first team everywhere they go, I feel that deserves an MBE. I want to see him on, what's the next one?
New Year's Honours list.
The New Year's Honours list. We are nominating Ty. We are nominating Ty.
You won't be able to wear a hat there though, Ty, you know? That you'll have to say, yo.
We're nominating Ty. Come on, we need to get this going, man. He drinks a lot of Prime. KSI, if you're out there, I want to get you on this as well, right? We're going to get a campaign going, man. Nominate Ty for an MBE for services to football.
Big it up, yeah.
Well done, Ty.
All right, you can go now.
Ty,
Thank you, goodbye.
All right, 2 more super chats. Shref says, Robbie, do you think England are going to reach the finals? If not, whom do you think will reach the finals? Standout players turn out. Anyone for Arsenal?
So, you know,
Jesus, just watch the whole show back.
Tournament football's a crazy thing. All I can say, best team that I've seen so far in the tournament, Spain. I think they've looked really good.
Vamos.
Spain have looked unreal.
I want Portugal to win it.
Germany, Portugal, you know.
Yeah.
I called England. The only thing is, can England get it together?
We'll see tomorrow.
If England can get it together, they can go far.
Against Slovenia? Oh.
No, but I mean, beat Slovenia, put in a convincing performance, and then start to build momentum.
Listen, man, Luke Shaw's back now. Don't worry.
Is he actually available for Slovenia?
Don't know. First day training, mate.
Why is this man in the squad, man?
Because after the groups,
you'll see.
Yeah, Matisse. Yeah, when he actually plays and we got a bit of balance, you'll see why he's in there.
Every tournament we've got some injured player that we're depending on.
He's never played at international level at all.
From Rooney's metatarsal to right up.
Should have played.
Could have took Chilwell.
Beckham.
No. We'd rather have someone who's not
Ferdinand.
left-footed and don't even play there than him.
Yeah, it's crazy. Mr. Kaplan says, wicked last week on playback. We'll do some more this week.
Yeah, brilliant.
And that's the show, guys. So shout out to you for watching. Make sure you absolutely hammer that like button to get us up to, let's say, 2,500 likes. Right, that's what we're aiming for. Shout out to Flex, Robbie, the Don, and Matisse. I've been AGT, and we'll be back on Thursday. Take care.